So wait, are we doing historical games today, or are we doing your games?
We're
Are we
doing
doing a
historical
mix?
games today, apparently.
Oh, someone just accused me of not knowing this game. They said hearing Levy pretend to know about the Evergreen game was good. All right, so we are gonna play some training positions. Well,
Correct. Yes.
did you stock up on more since last time?
Yeah, of course I did. You thought we were gonna play the same positions as last
No,
time?
no, not the same ones, but I've watched like the Nemo collab and
Yeah. I mean, because basically, I figure with some of those positions, you can use them. You can use them kind of around quite a bit for different levels. But yeah, I have a bunch of new ones. I wouldn't do you dirty like that, where like I just went back and I used stock vision. We play the same positions, and I don't blunder at all. That definitely is not the plan.
you learned the optimal strats. I did see the video. Very graciously named Nemo did better than me. But I gotta tell you, I watched that game. I think you might have made a bigger mistake in that game than against me. I felt like
Maybe that's probably true. I hung a pawn, but she still defined it. So I have it queued up if you're ready. So I think what were the odds we're gonna do? I was gonna set it 6-0, and then you have 6 minutes, and I have how many minutes? 2?
No. We did
Is it 8?
we did 7-5, so I could have like 2 minutes to just discuss
Okay,
the
sure.
position.
Okay. So okay, then I'll do 7-7-0, and let's see, this work. This does work. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, it's gonna show them offline for a bit, but
Sure, that's fine. Okay, well, I'm gonna
Okay.
mute myself then. Okay.
okay. All right.
All right, you guys. So this means that this position I had with white, and I think. Wait, how do I Oh shoot, how do I give myself less time? Oh, Levy has time disabled, so I guess I'll sit for 2 minutes on the first move as well. Or wait, no, it's my move. Wait, sorry, no, it's my move. What is my move here? I am gonna play. What am I gonna play here? If I castle bishop e7, I have knight e7. I think I just castle anyway. But yeah, so this position, I'm gonna flip the board just so I have some idea. I feel like this is a game I played with white. Like maybe this is the position I had against Robert Hess. I feel like this is a position I had against Robert Hess from the US Championship in like 2015, maybe. It looks like it's some kind of Evans Gambit. It looks like an Evans Gambit, and the only Evans Gambit that comes to mind is the one game that I had against Robert Hess in the US Championship. So I'm gonna assume that this is a game against Robert Hess from the US Championship. Because I have no other. I mean, I'm not really sure what else this could be otherwise, but we'll see. Okay, so Levy's thinking here. He's talking to his chat. Now again, the position is very complicated. I guess if white takes, I just take back with the knight here. Oh, these are not my games. They're famous games throughout history. Oh, whoops. Okay. So that means this is okay. So I'm gonna do terribly on who these games are. So let's see. Whose game is this? Is this a Kasparov? Is it an Evans Gambit game? I mean. It doesn't feel like a Kasparov. This doesn't feel like Kasparov Anand, which is one of the few ancient games that I remember. So I'm not actually sure. Yeah, rook e4 is a good move, I think, by Levy, because now he hits the pawn on d3. Is rook g4. This is a very good move. Now I do have d5, pawn takes, and bishop f5 maybe. Again, it's a little bit sketchy, but
Boomok is just subscribed.
Okay, well, let's work this out. So d5 takes, rook e1. Logical. d5. Rook e7, knight e7, bishop e7, bishop h3, knight h4. Probably not good. Queen takes rook is losing because of knight takes. This is not so simple. Now I can play rook d8, but d5 really is the move that I want to play here. I have no idea if this is these are random historical games. It's pretty unlikely that I know who played this game. Let's see. I'm gonna go for it. Maybe it's losing, but I'm gonna try to play d5. Thank you to God's Noob for the prime as well. Thank you so much. Once again, good morning to all you guys in chat. We're gonna be playing a lot of these sort of positions. Look at Levy's connection bar. Yeah, this happened yesterday in the sub battle with Ben Feingold, where it seemed that it was showing some of the people offline when they were actually online. So I'm not actually sure. Every game you're playing today is considered an immortal game of some variety. Okay, I literally have no idea whose game this is. I mean, the game is. It's considered a wow. Okay, now bishop d3 I felt was wrong. I thought it sort of gives me time to release the tension maybe, or play like bishop f5. Now bishop f5, he has knight h4, which is a problem. I can also go queen f6 to hit, maybe I have queen f6 to hit the pawn. It's pretty ugly here. I don't like my position, to put it mildly. My bishop on b6 is not great. Not really sure what the move is. I mean, bishop f5, there's knight h4, I guess. Queen g5, maybe. I can take with the pawn as well. This is a very complicated position. My guess is that objectively I have to move the queen, probably, because rook e7 is not, no, it is a threat, because rook e7, queen d3, queen c6 is very complicated. I can also play queen f6 to hit the pawn. I think I'm gonna go queen f6 to hit this pawn on c3 to start with. Next candidates round is tomorrow at 4 a.m. sorry, 4 a.m. Pacific, 7 a.m. Eastern. This is the evergreen game, Anderson versus Dufresne, 1852. Okay. I actually don't know that game. I don't know that game, because like the Anderson and Morphy games that I know of are all out of the they're all out of like the King's Gambit openings. So that was my understanding. Now, after queen c2, I think I just go bishop f5, and now Levy's kind of gone wrong, because it isn't that white is really worse, but black is definitely equalized here. Levy has a higher rating. Yeah, Levy's actually been doing a lot of rapid games, I've noticed, for various content. So I have noticed that. What I would say additionally is that I do not ever play rapid. I never play rapid on stream, so it should be that way. Okay, now if I take knight g6, knight e4, queen f5, I should be fine. So let's go here. Is playing in an early tournament so early hard? What do you mean by so early? The Magnus event is actually going to be starting later than usual, so it's going to be starting at, I believe, 11 a.m. Pacific or 2 p.m. Eastern. So it's starting later on, so it shouldn't be an issue. I would say generally, if to relate it to starting a stream, if you start at like 7, if I start at like 7 a.m., I can do it. The Magnus tournament, the finals, I think in August of last year, started at like 7 or 6:30 even. And I was able to make it work, but it was very rough, because I had to go to bed at like 8:30 or 9 o'clock, and it was not easy. It was not easy at all.
3 months. 3.
Why do I think streamers are losing followers? I told you, it's because because apparently a lot of channels have been getting bot viewed or something, and they're getting rid of all the bots, which is a good thing, of course. Okay, so rook h5. So the idea is he wants knight e4. I can't go knight f4, because knight f4 blunders checkmate in 1 on h7. I can play rook d8. I have rook e8 maybe as well. It's actually really not pleasant still. Still very tricky. Rook e8, knight e4, not ideal. I have problems here. I do have legitimate problems in this position. Let's see, what can I do? Let's see. This is very problematic. Maybe I go queen f, maybe I just go rook d8 and queen f4. Not sure. Rook d8 looks like the move, but it also looks very shaky at best. I think what I'm going to play is I might just give up a pawn here. I think I'm just going to try to bail out and give up a pawn, basically. I'm going to bail out, try to make a draw. That's what I'm going to do. So let's see what Levy's plan is here. I mean, he has knight e4, but then I go queen d8. Again, it looks pretty complicated. Getting botted. Well, there were a lot of channels, and there were a few where like I don't even know what to say, because it looked so insane when I saw their follows. Like there were 2 channels that I saw specifically, and it was just nuts. Like I saw what's it, Nim's channel or NMP? I don't know how you pronounce his name. I saw his channel like one day it went from like 530,000 followers to 3 million, like in one day. Like if you just look at the graph, it's 500k to 3 million, and it's just like, what is going on? I'm getting botted as well. I don't know if I'm getting botted at this very sec. Oh, am I getting botted too? Okay. Let's go rook c8 here. But yeah, I did notice that. It's just there are a lot of channels, and even Ludwig, I noticed, like it happened during a subathon, so it didn't, it's this very brief blip. But I noticed like during Ludwig's, even there was one period where I think he lost like 30,000 followers. Of course it gets muted, because it was during, not muted, but like it doesn't really register because it was during the subathon. but still, even for Ludwig, I noticed that. Which is just, I mean, crazy everywhere. Okay, let's go f6. I want to go knight e5, get rid of the knight on f3, maybe hit the pawn on c3. Very, very complicated. But yeah, imagine if pawns could move backwards. Yeah, that'd be pretty amazing. That would be the update to the game. Now I can put either knight here. I think this knight has to be better. I'm not gonna win this game. It's probably gonna be a draw here, but yeah, let's see. Now I can take, I can also go, I don't really like this move by Levy because I think I have knight d3 here. I mean, he does have rook c6 maybe. Oh, no, I thought I had knight f3, which I don't have. I also have knight c4 maybe. Bishop b4. I mean, bishop b4 takes. I don't know. Knight d3 looks right. So let's see. So I take here, hit the pawn on c3. He can go knight e2 maybe to hold the pawn. He plays rook d1. Oh, I actually blundered knight b5 here. So yeah, now I have to go knight c5, and now I'm definitely worse. Can Levy win this? Probably with perfect technique, this should be very good for white. Will he win this? I'm skeptical. Although he does have rook d7 here, so we'll see. I do have rook c6 maybe. Rook 6 f5 knight e5. I think it's a draw. I think I'm holding here because he checks. I go here, f5 knight e5. I think it's still a draw. So we'll see what Levy's next move is going to be here, but I feel like I'm okay. That's what I would say. So probably is going to check. I go up f5 and then knight e5, and it's pretty it should be okay. I don't know if it is okay, but it feels like it should be okay. He goes f5. I play knight e5, not knight e7 because I didn't rook f8 his mate. Let's go here, and I think I'm going to be able to draw this. I mean, I'm not going to try to flag here, obviously, but okay. Now the problem with rook a8 is that I can just go rook a6, and now I can take the pawn, and now it's going to be a draw here. How is Levy higher rated? Levy pretty consistently plays rapid chess. I never play rapid chess, although I'm not sure if this is a rapid rating or an odds rating. I'm not sure. And now it's just going to be a, or actually he has knight d4, which I forgot about, so maybe it's not quite so trivial. I didn't see knight d4 right off, so I'm gonna go g6. He'll check, I come up, he'll probably take, and then I probably take, and I take. I mean, this is definitely gonna be a draw with correct play from both sides. Okay, so now the funny thing is, actually that's I mean, it's gonna be a draw, so it doesn't matter, but takes is not. Takes kind of releases any last chance that white has of winning here, and now it should just be a draw. Now the funny thing is I can probably play to win, although he's rook a7 maybe. Knight f3 king f1 takes and check. I think rook a7 might be a draw. Not actually sure. No draws in 1852. Problem is the way Levy has played this, now I get to go for the win with a4 a3. If he doesn't take on g6, this would have been a very clean draw. But now this is going to get a little bit dangerous for white because I go, oh, he has h5 maybe. He does it. Okay, so I take, go here, maybe a4 a3. It's still not clear cut what's going on because I mean, knight f3 check is a move. Okay, rook e7 actually is a fantastic move by Levy because he wants to go knight e3 and make a draw. Like if I push knight e3 king e4, he has knight c4 in the pin. And if I go king d6, he goes back, and it's a nice draw. So rook e7 is a fantastic move by Levy, and now I'm going to try to run the pawn. Now the knight is closed, so I want the knight further away. That's my idea, at least, so that the pawn can roll. Let's just roll the juicer. Okay, knight e3, that's a good move. Now the thing is, I can't really go rook h2. I do have knight d2, knight c4. Is that winning? Unclear. Very unclear. I think I'm gonna go check. Okay, he goes king e1. So the point is he wants something with like this g4, but now I think this should be winning. Let's go check in here because now I can move the rook. Yeah, and now I move the rook, and I have knight c1, or he's got knight c2. He has knight c2 there also.
Yo.
Yeah, so like in the end game, why'd you take on g6, by the way? Because if you go rook a7 or rook h7, it's just a clean draw, I think.
I mean, at that point, it's I was kind of calling it when I felt like I was playing pretty well, like knight e4 taking on c5. It was all good, but I knew that like no matter what I did, there was always going to be some moment I made an inaccuracy. I took on g6. I don't know.
Yeah, because if you don't take on g6, you just take on. I mean, if you just take on h7, it's just an easy draw, I think. I mean, maybe it's not so. Actually, maybe it's not so easy.
I didn't even see it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I considered knight d4 and I considered rook pawn takes g6. So I didn't even.
Okay. Yeah, I just.
But like, I missed you could go rook a6. As you know, it's just one of these things. Like I just forgot you could do that. I just.
Right. Wait a second. What was the move then? There was. Yeah, actually, after king e7, I think rook. Well, I guess rook. It's probably you probably can't win already. I thought rook b8 was a better try, but still I have rook a6 anyway. Like,
well, rook c6 is a really annoying move because I can't get what I want. So,
yeah, I mean, I think honestly, I think it's probably already a draw there. I think maybe instead of taking the knight, there's something you can do there to keep the pressure. Like maybe knight f5 there. Yeah, I think knight f5 is maybe a better move there.
At which point?
Move 18 instead of bishop takes knight f5 there.
Yeah, and then knight f5,
because then my knight on g6 is really bad also, because like the knight can't go anywhere.
Well, I was explaining like that's the the way I put the pawns is the way you box in a knight like that. So I was happy, but I actually thought after bishop c5 knight e6 like it was a clear path to the end, and rook c6 is annoying. Yeah,
right. But the problem is that like if you're wrong there and it's not winning because you push the f pawn, like they're going to be drawing ideas with rook c2 at some point. Like it's just like there's. Yeah, I think knight f5 is a win because I think again it's an end game. Like if you look at where the knights are, the one thing you have is this knight on g6 is really bad. So if you put that knight on f5, I think this might be winning for white. I don't have an engine open right now, but I suspect that from a technical standpoint, it's extremely hard to play for black. Because I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. But I thought overall you played that really, really well. And by the way, this was not one of my games. So
what? Really?
No, it wasn't. This is again, I don't put together the games. This is historical games. So this is like evergreen or immortal games played by players. And this is a game from 1852. Maybe you know the game. It was Anderson versus Dufresne.
When we got there, I was like, "What the hell is this opening? Like, what was it? An Evans Gambit?"
It had to be. That's why, like, I assume it's an Evans Gambit for sure. It has to be. Although I don't remember the game. I mean, maybe I'll now I'll go look. Because it says evergreen, so I don't know. Does that mean like what's the did Black not castle? I'm trying to figure out what did Black not do. Okay.
What is the best move on the first move then?
Oh well. Yeah. Oh, you know what's funny? I would have remembered this game if this was like 1 or 2 moves later. Huh. Okay, so no, I do know the game just from my chat. I do know the game, but I didn't know the players who played it. Yeah. So the first move that was played in the game was bishop to b7 here.
Oh, well, that's not a good move.
yeah, and then it went knight e4, queen f5, and then it was bishop d3, queen h5. And I think it was knight f6 or knight d6. It was f6. Yeah, it was f6. Yeah. Now you probably recognize the game also, right, Levy?
Well, yeah, I know. Yeah. This is
it's this one with rook d1, and I think it was queen f3. Rook e7 and queen d7. This one.
Yeah. This is also the famous game between Max Deutsch and Magnus Carlsen when Magnus Carlsen retires from chess. That's the famous I got video. He replayed the same game. Which I think more people actually think that game happened than the famous Immortal game.
Yeah, I thought Castle's obviously the right move. I thought rook e4 was good, but I thought takes after pawn takes rook ae1 was a big question mark. Is that good or not good for white?
Just adding pressure.
But I wasn't sure because I have bishop h3.
early depth Stockfish likes taking on D3, but it's probably materialistic also. So
no, but I mean, taking on D3, it seemed right. Because I thought the way that you played made a lot of sense in the game.
Queen C2 was a bad move.
Yes, I was gonna say actually, yeah, that felt bad because I always felt that if I get this bishop to F5, or I can trade the light square bishops or the dark square bishops for that matter on F5 or C5, then I should be doing completely fine here. So that makes a lot of sense. Because I think even during the game, I think I said that I was like, that felt like that wasn't the right move. But I don't know, is it Rook F4, or do you just like play Rook E1 and just ignore everything?
Either Rook E1 or Rook H4 and Knight E4. So
Rook H4, yes, that makes a lot of sense. Like Rook H4, Bishop F5, Knight E4, yeah, and the two bishops are just so strong on D3 and A3. That makes sense. So I guess Queen C2 then is a mistake, but even after Queen C2, I mean, I still thought you played pretty well. It felt like everything I did was right, for the most part. It's just probably G3 looked right, Knight D4 looked right. I mean, all this looked right basically. I would say it's just you missed this one window with Knight F5. Like it's the only move that I think is cleanly winning. Maybe Knight B5 is also good.
Yeah, it's funny. You're right. Yeah, comp likes it, and Rook C6 is the only real move. Yeah. Because if you allow Rook D7, it's just maybe you could take my C and A pawn, and I take G7, but that just looks.
That's definitely that's got to be losing. And the reason I'm confident that's losing is because like even if we get that end game with Rook G7, King H8, the knight on G6 is awful. So like it just somehow like there's some way that you can win this. Like for example, say Knight E6, Rook C3, Rook D7, Rook C1, King G2, Rook C2. Let's just go King G1, Rook takes A2, G7, H8. You go like I'm just gonna say Rook B7, King G8, and now I want to say something like H4 maybe is even winning, like with the idea of H5, because my knight is just so bad on G6 here. It's just it's a terrible piece.
I'm getting there.
Yeah. Yeah.
The split pawns are not good if you let me take on G7. Rook C6 was so wait, are we doing historical games today, or are we doing your games?
We're doing historical games today, apparently.
Someone just accused me of not knowing this game. They said hearing Levy pretend to know about the Evergreen game was good. No, I've heard about it. Don't worry. All right, next one.
Sure. Okay, what is this? I'm black. Is this a Kappa blanket game? I don't know. This one I'm probably gonna lose, by the way, you guys. So let's see. This is pretty ugly. Oh wait, is this Soupy? Wait, is this Soupy versus Magnus Carlsen? Wait a second. Is this Soupy versus Magnus Carlsen with some Queen C6? Wait. This might be Soupy versus Magnus. It is. Yeah. I was like, wait a second, something looks wrong here. Okay. I was about to say, so I think Magnus took and played Bishop D6, which is my first instinct. I'm not going to play Bishop D6. That's just too sad of a move. Can I go Rook C8, but then Rook D... Ooh, this is... Okay, let's try to survive. Maybe I can survive somehow. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, it felt to me like this might be that game. So I suddenly realized it's like Bishop D6, Queen E6, and there's this really nasty Queen C6 move. I think, in fact, the game went Bishop D6, Rook A2, Queen E6, Rook A1, King C8, and then Queen C6, which is just a bone crusher. That being said, let me see if I can somehow survive this. Now that I'm armed with that knowledge, maybe I can survive. Maybe not though. If I go D3, Rook A2, D2, Rook A1, D. I'm gonna go D3. This probably loses somehow, but it's the only chance I have here. He also has Queen E3, but then I have Queen E6 maybe. Probably really, really bad. But we'll see. Maybe I have D2 here. I'm trying to use this pawn, so like Rook A2, D2, Rook A1, I have D1 Queen, and I'm okay. Or am I okay? Can Levy do his own immortal with King H2? No, wait, then I sack this queen. I was gonna say maybe Levy could do his own immortal with the double and then move the king, but I can sack my queen for the rook in the corner, and there's no checkmate. But that's what I thought. Yeah, I get checkmate in the same way would be hilarious. Yeah, just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go Bishop D6, and I'm gonna play like Queen E6 and King C8, and I'm just winning. But yeah, let's see what Levy's plan is in this position. Yeah, Levy is the white position, which is the position that Soupy had in the game. And I told you the moves were, it was bishop d6. It was like bishop d6, rook a2, queen e6, rook a1, king c8, and then queen c6, which just forces checkmate in one. So yeah. Levy's face. I mean, Levy probably wants to go for the mortal with the double stack, but it doesn't quite work. He plays b6, which also is not bad. But I thought after b6 I could go here. I still don't see a checkmate. I mean, if Levy takes and I take the bishop, he has this really nice checkmate in the corner. This might just be, actually I didn't even see rook a7. This might just be lost. Am I gonna lose the same way that Magnus lost or something? Okay, let's go here. I'm very close to losing the same way Magnus lost this game. Not exactly the same way, but very, very close. I mean, this is probably just too much even. I think I'm about to lose here. I mean, if he takes, I take. He has rook a1. If takes, yeah, that's probably just lost. Yeah, I think this no, I think Soupy found a nice move, but I think the position objectively is probably close to lost. Thing is, rook a1 doesn't quite work, so I just take, I guess. He does rook a... Okay, did I miss something here? Maybe I'm just getting checkmated anyway, because am I getting mated or not? Wait a second. Did Levy misplay this? I guess. Oh, I'm just mated. Oh, I'm just mated actually. It just says queen c6. I didn't even see this checkmate. Yeah, I guess it's just I just lose then. Yeah, they just lost. There's just no way to stop the mate. Yeah. Yeah, for some reason I just missed the double check. Yeah, let's go here. I am sure he'll see it. Yeah, he'll see it surely. Yeah, for some reason I just didn't see the double stack, but I think the position is actually just lost. There's nothing you can really do. Maybe the computer gives something, but Magnus actually got checkmated, so I think that's the wrong assumption about this position. Just pray that he misses it. There's no way he misses it, obviously. Yeah.
Okay, that wasn't very nice to put you in Magnus's shoes versus Soupy.
Well, I don't think that's such a big deal. But I don't even know if there's anything Black can do. That's the thing.
I remember I analyzed the game. There was like one way for Black to hold it.
After
I don't remember what it was. I think you can. I think you delay taking the knight by a move, but I don't remember what you're supposed to do. So it could be something crazy like bishop. I don't know, like g5 or something.
Well, but
really...
c7 is hanging though.
Then it's maybe bishop d6. I don't know.
But I mean, bishop d6, you can just trade and take d4, and that's just. I mean,
yes,
that should be good.
You
can also take with a knight and go c5 probably as well, which looks crushing too.
Then you probably played. Then probably taking is fine. It's taking. Oh wait, no. Now it thinks that taking is winning.
Yeah, I don't know what it's supposed to be here, because I think it's just, to me it looks lost.
Yeah, it's saying rook c8. Maybe a move earlier there was a chance for Black.
On the game, okay, a move earlier, yeah.
Maybe.
Because I think after takes, I mean, I think it's just lost after AB5. Because what Magnus played before I realized that this was the game, I was actually thinking about the same line he did in the game, which is bishop d6 and queen e6. And I thought, okay, well, what's the big deal? I just go king c8. But then, of course, there's that queen c6 move, which just checkmates. So yeah, apparently like even rook c8 is bad. So I think it's probably just terrible. It's probably just not playable is my guess.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I appreciate the feature of this game, but at the same time, it's a bit too much, like,
yeah,
Black is basically already completely busted. Nice game though. People think it's a legendary queen sacrifice. I don't know if I give it that status, but
I mean, I would say it's just a really nice it's a really nice idea that Soupy found. but I do think if Magnus had been taking it more seriously, it would not have happened. Because the way that I felt was Magnus was kind of unaware of who Soupy was, or how dangerous of a tactical player he is, and so he kind of was just like just making moves and moving along, and he just blundered it. But it's very aesthetic, it's very nice, and I think immortal's the wrong word, but it's a very beautiful move.
Do you remember how exactly it happened? Because it was AB5.
Yeah, it was AB5 bishop D6, I believe, and then like rook. I don't know where Soupy put the rook. Let's just say A2, for example. And then I think it was like queen E6, rook A1, king C8, queen C6. I think it was that way. It was either queen E6 or queen F5, but it was that mating pattern with queen C6.
Yeah. And
so
then
yeah,
rook A8 is unstoppable.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's queen F5, not queen E6, but yeah, queen F5, queen C6, and yeah.
Right, because he was trying to compel the bishop to move, and oops, that's not what.
Yeah, and then you can trade the queen. But yeah, queen as a move, it's very nice. I don't feel like, I mean, I haven't looked at the whole game closely. It also, from what I recall, it was a pretty dubious opening.
Yeah.
So yeah, like it's a very nice game, but I don't know if I would call it immortal necessarily.
Yeah, seems like a bit of a stretch, especially I think it was a random blitz game.
Right.
That whole day was weird, man. That was
the day Magnus was playing on chess.com as Menu Garden or something, right?
Yeah, but had the overlay that looking like Chess24. It was a weird time.
Yes. Yes, it was.
I'm glad we've all moved on, and now Twitch is welcome with open arms for everybody. So
True.
Yeah. All right.
Let's go with next one.
Yeah, next one.
All right. Good luck.
Good luck.
All right, you guys. So this one I know right off. This is a game between Mr. Vishwanathan Anand and Sergei Karyakin from Vaikon or Tata Steel. I want to say it was like 2012, maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was 2012. I'm pretty sure that's the one, unless it's the Wei Yi game against Cheparino. But I think it's the Karyakin game against Anand. So that's my take on it. Now, I think queen c7 is losing to rook a3, but I'm not 100% sure. So let's see. Yeah, it's Karyakin versus Anand 2006. Wow, 2006. Jeez, that's insane. That game was really from 15 years ago. That's nuts. It feels like just yesterday. Anyway, I have to find some way to try to survive this, which is going to be quite difficult. Like queen c7 is bad. I don't even know what did Sergei even play here. I think I'm going to go. How am I even supposed to survive this is the big question. Bishop b6, rook a3. I mean, I kind of have to go for it, I guess. I mean, bishop c1 allows knight b5. Bishop d4, knight b5 is a problem. Queen c7, rook a3 is a problem. Queen b4 is no good. King c1 is no good. Rook a2 maybe, but still knight b5. How do I stop knight b5? Can I stop knight b5 even? Okay, let's just go for it. I don't see anything else, so I'm gonna go for it. Oh, I'm stupid, because if he takes, I take, and queen a3, I have queen a7. Oh, never mind. I'm stupid. Vishy was black. Vishy was black in this game. And now let's see if Levy can find the right move, because this is winning, but Levy has to find the right line. I think it was rook c8's the right move, because rook a3 takes queen a3. There's queen a7, and the queen and the bishop are protecting each other. So I think it was Sergei Karyakin. So rook c8, queen e7, knight c4, I believe is winning. Will Levy find it is the question. He does find it, which is very useful. And I think Sergei actually sacked the queen here. So I'm gonna sack the queen and go like bishop d4. And probably I'm losing, but there are some chances here to salvage this, especially with rook to c1 coming next move. Vishy was black in the game. Yeah, Vishy was black. Although bishop d4 also might not be right. Maybe I had to go rook c1 right away. This could be pretty gross. Yeah. Actually, I didn't even see knight c4. What am I doing? Yikes. Okay, let's go rook c1. Wow, I didn't even see knight c4. I guess rook c1 there's still knight c4, so maybe it doesn't matter, but let's see. So d5, maybe okay, I go here. Goes rook c2, which is probably good. Oh, he's got queen a3. Very nice by Levy. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of just lost. Because queen a3 is a really nice tactic. Oh, actually, bishop c. Oh wait, no, I played the wrong order anyway. Yeah, I meant to take first, but it doesn't matter because it's just losing. Yeah.
Okay, these games today are a bit much.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could have gone rook c1 first, which I think is probably what was played in the game. But it's kind of yeah, it's kind of hard. Like
that's people were saying it's Anand Karyakin.
Other way around, but yeah, Karyakin was white, Anand was black. Yeah.
Yeah, what do you do? Because that first position looks, I mean,
well, apparently Karyakin took on e7 and then knight c4. Yeah, knight c4, and then I don't know what the next, did he go like e5 or something? Not sure. At any rate,
wait, what? Wait, on queen e7 I was going to play. I thought rook a3.
Yeah, okay. I have the game, so let me just copy this into a new board for myself. You're saying, what were you saying?
I was gonna say queen e7, rook a3. I thought.
Okay, let me see.
There's some way to defend there.
1 second. Let me just.
Fascinating.
Let me see. Okay. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Yeah, well, so someone in chat can tell me what happened. So queen a7, rook takes a3. Oh no, because then you can take, and in queen a3 there's queen a7. That's why it doesn't work.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
But I think after queen e7 there's knight c4 here. That's what there is. There's knight c4. And then with knight c4 g6, knight c4 g6, h takes g6, f g6, knight a3, b takes a3, and then rook takes a3, gf7, king h7. And it's just you're just getting checkmated basically. And then so Karyakin made a knight on f8. Rook takes f8.
Yeah, rook f8.
Queen f8, and then rook a1, king a2, rook a2, or king b2, rook a2, king c3, queen a5, king d3, queen b5, king b4, rook a4, king c3, queen c4, and then it's just a forced checkmate with rook a2 and like queen c2 or queen e2.
Jesus.
Yeah, I should have tried that actually, but I assumed you would see knight c4.
Well, yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't have snap taken on a3. That was my initial intention, but I did not see queen a7 from a distance.
Well, but I assumed you had to, because otherwise after queen c7 you should just play rook a3 and right away, because that's just winning by force. I think if I don't have queen a7, right? Oh no, maybe I can take and go rook d2 even. Yeah, maybe I have rook d2 after rook a3, b3, queen a3.
Yeah, so there I thought I had 1 sec. Queen c7, rook c8. Yeah, so I thought takes rook d2. I thought I had a knight d3.
Wait, so rook c8, queen e7, you mean? Oh, queen e7, rook a3 takes rook d2, and then knight d3.
Knight d3.
Trey eats just
that actually, yeah, it looks winning. I think rook c1. Me, I mean, yeah, I mean that has to be winning. That's a nice tactic with knight d3. That's a very nice one. Yeah,
I saw that and I was like, okay, that's good, but I think it's like 50-50. I would have went for this. You would have hit me with queen a7. My life would have been in shambles.
Right, right. That's true. Yeah, I should have actually done that, but I just assumed you probably saw knight c4. But yeah, no, that one. Yeah, I guess that one's a little bit deceptive. What that reminds me of, if I'd remembered the game, is that it would have reminded me of like one of those puzzle rushes somewhere in the middle where it's like you see the obvious move and you just play it immediately, and then you're just like, you just get that wrong sound. You're like, wait, what did I just do?
Yeah,
wrong? That's exactly what it reminds me of.
But the whole position is just brutal. What it was a Najdorf, right? I imagine.
Yeah, it was an e5 one. Yeah, it was an e5 Najdorf, or bishop e3 e5. I mean, and then like knight b3, and then there was a whole b5 b4 a5 a4, white went g5 g4 g5 f4 f5. So yeah, it was out of one of those Najdorf lines. Yeah.
All right. If y'all got one more, stop giving us some.
Yeah.
Some white has like one move games.
Okay, well, good luck, Levy.
Oh, okay, this one.
Do you know this one?
I just recently made a video about it. Yeah.
Okay, well, then let's see if you can prove it.
All right.
Okay, so Levy just said he just recently made a video about this. This is obviously the game between Garry Kasparov and Veselin Topalov, his immortal from Vikings. I think it was 99 if I'm not mistaken, or 2000. I myself have done a video on this too. So let's see if Levy can find the correct line here to win this game, because this is winning. It was 99. Yeah, this is winning, but it's not obvious. Like, you have to be very careful with your calculation. But that being said, Levy better prove it now. He has to prove it. If he did a video on this recently, he's got to prove it. Let's see. So he takes. So I take. I'm already not so sure that queen takes a6 was the right move. Or is it the right move? I mean, it could be the right move, but I'm not sure. I mean, I covered this on stream. Yeah, I did this. I mean, actually, wait. Is it C3 here? It might be C3. Actually, wait. No, Levy did get it right, I think. I think Levy got it right. Although I have king b4 back and king c5. Okay. Let's go here. No, I think Levy did get it right, but I don't remember the exact sequence of moves that wins, because queen b2, king d1, and there's some move here. Oh, Levy did remember it, right? Yeah, Levy did remember it. Yeah. Yeah, Levy got it. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So rook d7. Yeah, I mean, this should just be winning. Let's see if I can set up a fortress maybe, though.
Hung Lung just subscribed.
Although how... Okay, so I go check in king c2. This is obviously winning, but... Let's see. So he takes, I check king a2, king c2. Levy's trying to see if there's some other way to play this, but I think you have to. I think you have to take the rook. The thing is, after check here on king c2, king a3, c3, is this really so cleanly winning? Is what I'm trying to figure out. Because this should be. Okay, it goes queen d4.
Just resubbed for 3
I think I go like rook b4 maybe. Yeah, unfortunately, I think Levy knows this. He has to find one more good move, or maybe more than one more good move. Let's see. So check king d2. It's actually not so obvious to me why white is. I mean, where the instant there isn't an instant win here, I don't think. But Levy has to play this. Okay, he goes there. Okay, king a4. The funny thing is, can I go? No, c3 has got queen f2. Yeah, there's not much I can do here, I think. Some way I can somehow play this. Nah, there's nothing I can do. It's just losing. Let's go here maybe.
DL Cell just resubbed for 6 months.
Go here. Oh, this just loses. Yeah, this just no good. Yeah.
I felt like those were not the best games. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Because this one was just a memory test.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Once you found queen a1, queen b2, of course, it's not overly hard. Yeah, I think if you do the old ones, it's possible to it's different, but ones that are like modern, anything that's happened in the last like 20 years, it's modern. It's just like, yeah, that's all it is. Like the odds of figuring it out, it's possible. Although as someone in my chat points out, not the best games is not necessarily the right way of putting it. It wasn't the best games for this format, but the games themselves were very, very good.
Yeah, the game was really good. Although I know early on Kasparov, like there was some criticism. I remember like Topalov didn't play the best move order, and then Kasparov didn't. Like there was some the annotations were interesting, but
yeah, but it's unfortunately, I think again, it's there's games from chess.com or chess games, but yeah. Well, I'll try to come up with something better on when there's more time to figure it out, but. Still, obviously. I felt like the first couple though were fun. The first couple were fun.
Yeah, those were fun. I mean, I like to go up. I was excited because I actually thought they were going to be against we were going to be your games, and I was like, those are fun.
I'll get some of my games. I'll get some of my games for the next time. Yeah,
those are good. This would be maybe fun. Well, here's the thing, like this last one, for example. I mean, I know like I don't know if the mods are like helping put some of these together, so I don't want to like criticize, but at the end of the day, like it really is just a memory test. Like if you don't know this variation, you're just gonna lose. Like
true, that's true.
Like,
yeah.
If you don't know Queen A1, Queen A6, Queen A1, C3, whatever, like.
Yeah.
I mean, the truth is you're just gonna lose. There were some games we played you actually had to like figure it out.
Right. This one, this one, you're right. There's just nothing to it. It's like all you have to do is remember that idea. That's it.
But
that's it. Yeah.
No, well,
yeah, I'll come up with some of my games when I have a little bit more time to figure something out, though. So yeah.